What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 3 of our preview video for our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We're going to kick this one off with Denver Tech's recruiting board. So we're actually going to be doing 2 boards per preview video, just to kind of speed it up, just as a reminder, though. Reminder. And then, so ACU will be next. But we got to kick this one off with the national champions from last year.
Absolutely. Let's get to it. All right. As we can see here, Denver Tech, their board is loaded. They're trying to use some of that goodwill, some of that cachet from their previous season. They're going after an 83 safety, Blake Oliver. We're number 2. Lamont Christian from Ohio. Look at this. Broken Arrow versus Denver Tech for the 6'2", 237 5-star athlete. We got Cody Lee out of Monrovia, California. We're number 3 there. I'd like to see if we can get him. Dustin Miller. Looks like a guy that could really take over at running back and be kind of a star down the road. Bobby Greer, we saw Mount Olympus, number 1 scrambling quarterback.
This is crazy because if you go up and up and up, check out the numbers here. Number 1 strong safety, number 1 athlete, number 1 defensive tackle, number 1 halfback, number 1 quarterback, number 2 middle linebacker.
Yeah, we're not messing around. You got Sean Goodman, one of our players, Orlando Goodlove. We're 4th. Right now we got to beat out Alabama and Okie State. You see McAllen Shreveport there. And some other good defensive players here. Kyle Singleton in the league. Graham Keith, who we want at Nebraska State. Marcus Neal. The wide receiver, I'm starting to back off on some wideouts because, I mean, it's really apparent that we don't even need them.
Right, they're not utilized.
Even though we have good wide receivers on this roster, like Nick McCullough and some guys like that. Arthur Washington. Man, so like I still got guys in the 70s, but I don't have any points to spend.
Yeah, because they're all focused on the top 80 guys.
Yeah, but I don't know if I should spread the love a little bit more. But Jameel Carter, we see here, he's got Midland State number 1 and Camu at 2. This is a guy I'd like to pry away from Michigan, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. Aiden Mitchell's on our board, but he is dropping because, like I said, I don't know if we're going to use him in pass catching situations, so a much better fit for ACU and Little Rock, in my opinion. You got to get this guy because that's a great name.
It's a great name.
That is an excellent name,
especially for Denver Tech rush. Brooks Outlaw. He'd fit in even better with Broken Arrow. Just makes some sense.
I would agree.
All right, let's check out ACU. Taking a quick look here at ACU Spartans recruiting board. Quentin Kleck, the best player on their board, along with Matt Bradica. Matt Bradica is probably the real number 1 player on the board. Looking at the Skeeters, Midland State, Denver Tech. Yeah, so the Klecks really like our squads.
The Klecks like to stick together. That's good.
Matt Bradica is favoring Syracuse.
Well, it's good to see that 2 through 5 are Big 12 schools. Syracuse is the main competition here, though. We got to get them. ACU's got Terrence Concepcion here. We are 5th on the board there. Maurice White, tight end out of Wisconsin. Goodlove is one of our players. Kent Collins, guy, I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. One of our custom recruits. Midland is number 1. McAllen 2. ACU 3. ACU really does need to address kind of their quarterbacks for down the road.
Right.
We do have Russell sitting there. Vajic in line to start next year, but I mean, if we redshirt one of these players, you're going to have him down the road, take over after Russell's done. Eric Buchanan out of Missouri. I see you, Ardmore, number 2. This guy, I think he's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's going to be a really good weapon for whoever can nab him. Hopefully it's us.
Yeah, I mean, a receiving tight end out of Missouri. I mean, that's perfect for ACU or Ardmore. Ed Fry. Good name. Alex Jefferson, one of our players. ACU is 2nd. Again, I see Big 12, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another team, number 1. We'll have to fix that. Travis Myrick, David Holmes. Offensive lines is an area that they got to try to address here. We got Jameel Carter. We are in 6th right now. Aiden Mitchell, I think he's a good fit for ACU. Justice Grant, where ACU is 3rd. I see Broken Arrow sitting down there at 5. Definitely want to make a move on him there. Kyler Bravado. Oh, is that even... How would that work? He's from Canada. Can he join the U.S. Army? Is that like the French Foreign Legion, or how does that work? Do Canadians get in the U.S. Army?
I think it's just based on that location, again, next to New York. It's kind of weird, though. You know, Yeah, it's a very good question.
I'm not sure how that works. Somebody
Let us know.
Somebody with more knowledge about the inner workings of the United States military, put it in the comments. Stephen Bryant out of Arizona, we are third. I see Broken Arrow, number 1. I think that's a good fit for him if Broken Arrow can get him.
I love this.
Bud Light.
Skeeters.
Definitely looking at the Skeeters. That's good to see. Grayson Stanfield, top 3 Big 12 teams. I think Ardmore or Midland. I mean, Midland really wants to find a quarterback down the road. Lewis Morgan, ACU. That's good to see. Stephen Howell. We're trailing in 4th, but we do have 2 team builder teams making a push there. Jay Ballmer, looking at a blocking tight end here. That'd be perfect for the Skeeters. Cartier Thomas, we want to get this guy in ACU. Let's do some scouting here. No points to scout. Looks like we might have done it. So, number 2, Max Blanchard. I don't know. I think we're too far behind. I think, he's one of our guys. Ardmore and the Skeeters, I think, would be the best fits there. Power running back, again, Skeeters all the way. And
Jake Lewis, not the 58 level there. He's definitely a lot higher. You have no points to scout because you're maxed out.
Oh,
6,500.
Yeah. Correct.
But yeah, so I think he was like, what, a 60?
Yeah, he's about 10 points better
than
that. So I think he's 68.
So as far as being the number 102 quarterback in the nation.
He's diamond in the rough because he plays Canadian college or Canadian high school football.
All right, let's check out the top 25. Alabama, number 1 still. Denver Tech staying within that number 2 spot.
Yep.
ACU
and
number 4.
Ratings, again, I don't know if they're updating or not. Bama is a much better team than an 81. Because we tried to flush out those seniors or the juniors that declared for the draft in real life. But, so for teams like Bama, we are like fixing the roster, or fixing the depth chart, super simming. And then that's what you see.
Yep.
Okay, so ACU, number 4. You got Denver Tech ACU. I like where that's at. You got Oklahoma State, 5. NC State goes up to 6 after beating McAllen. You see here some powerhouse programs. Then it goes Ardmore McAllen, 11-12.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight
there.
It's pretty crazy that the top 3 of the top 12 teams are in one division.
Oh, yeah. So, are you the new SEC West?
Ooh.
Is the Big 12 East the new SEC West? We don't know yet. So, let's see some more SEC teams. Looking for Midland State.
Not there.
Don't see them. They are receiving votes, however. And UCLA, we did super send them against Arizona, and they got smashed. So, UCLA is 0-2 after dropping the national title game. They are a shell of their former selves.
They're reeling.
Pittsburgh also receiving votes. Be a big win for Broken Arrow this week if they get it.
All right, players of the week. All NCAA player of the week, Jared Ware, getting in on the action. 6 tackles, 6 assist tackles. Is that what that is?
I think so, yeah.
6 attack. Two forced fumbles and an interception. So he had a pretty dang good day against UL Monroe. And then, so there's Andre Wingo, 269 yards and 3 scores.
Definitely has a case for National Player of the Week. I'm surprised he didn't get it, but Devon Penniman had 6 total touchdowns. I guess you can't take that away from him. No, but, 35 carries for 269. You didn't hit the pay dirt. That's a close call.
I don't know. I'd probably pick Wingo, but that's probably because I'm biased. All right, guys, so some injury report news. We have Rondell Cooley missing 10 weeks along with Jamil Schmidt.
Yeah, we know about Schmidt. Cooley out for 10 weeks, though, starting guard. Another big injury here from the Big 12. Playmaking safety Alejandro Gutierrez out for 10 weeks. And then starting left tackle Hunter Spurlock out.
Not good.
For his senior year.
Not good. For the year. They love running to that left side, so that's obviously not good for Camu.
Yep. And Anton Plunkett, a 6'7", 317 guard for the Shreveport Skeeters, out.
All right, so let's check out some Madden news. LaShawn Wheaton is released by the Cowboys. Terrell Moore is also released by the Ravens. Patriots sign LaShawn Wheaton to the practice squad. Yes, I like it. And Terrell Moore gets signed to the Colts practice squad. Taysom Steele to the Lions practice squad. The Chiefs then picked up Terrell Moore. And the Giants signed Taysom Steele off a practice squad steal off the Giants. So just to give you an update where everybody's at. So Tannehill actually won the job over Carmichael. And then Robert Bishop is the starter over Eli Manning. So they are going with that. Santonio Farmer finds himself third string on the Chiefs depth chart. So here's the week 1 results, guys. I'm only going to really just briefly show you guys what happened. But Jacksonville beats the New York Giants. You can see the times played was once. That was because I tried to figure out how we're going to get CPU versus CPU, and they just won't let you do it. So next week, I'm actually going to take over like an actual NFL player, and just that way we can see, like, Robert Bishop throwing or some gameplay or Carmichael or whatnot. But it was very efficient. 71% completion percentage, 246, a 110 passer rating. Got 1 touchdown, so it wasn't good enough to beat Blake Bortles and the Jaguars. But, a pretty good performance by Bishop nonetheless against a really good defense. So
it's good to see.
We're just checking out Ian Fleischman here. Try to find him.
Get some time.
But he let up 1 sack in his time there. But it's okay. It's okay. Former teammate with Robert Bishop, he's giving up sacks though.
Right.
So yeah, that's your Giants and Jaguars update. Let's take a look at another team here. Let's see who we're gonna check out. I think we're trying to look for. We got some defensive players. I know for the Texans, the Patriots have a few guys, but the Dolphins and Titans, you don't have any Jed Carmichael news at all. So I know that Noah Jones is a 49er, so let's go ahead and check them out against the Vikings. Vikings end up beating Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers in real life, so this kind of fits. I know you're a Jimmy G fan. Ever since he was in Eastern Illinois, you loved him.
I'm a huge Jimmy G guy.
But the 49ers did not end up using Noah Jones. I believe he's like 3rd or 4th string right now.
Okay.
Which makes
plenty of
some
time
sense.
to work his way up.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think these guys are rookies, and yeah. But you guys can see in the background, I am the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. That's very distracting because
of the blowout.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I have nothing but ill will towards this person.
It's
floating around this. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad. So just checking out and seeing if Jed Carmichael actually got some playing time here in a 42-10 loss.
Ooh, time to put him in.
Time to put him in, man.
That switch.
I mean, look at this. Tannehill had 71 rating, 194 for a touchdown and pick.
Bench him. He's done.
He should be, but Carmichael, you can see, just did not have any playing time there. He should be the starter.
I agree.
I mean, you have to be able to get your new guy in there, so your young guys in there. There's no reason that Ryan Tannehill needs to be playing right now. There's just no reason.
No.
Unless you think about trading him, but
you have Amari Manuel for the Colts.
Yeah. Yep, and then we have Matt Rexford for the Bengals, the middle linebacker. So let's take a look and see what kind of things happened here. No quarterbacks, no rushing to talk about, but I'm always interested in my Bengals for that franchise series. Jordan Matthews. They signed Jordan Matthews out of free agents. They cut Tyler Boyd and signed Jordan Matthews.
There he is.
So Manuel, 4 receptions for 42 with 10.5. It's a pretty good performance there by the rookie with Andrew Luck. Let's now go ahead and check out your guys' picks standing. So Jacob, Canatella, Big Geo, and Heel Boy, along with Sequestral. You guys are in the top 5 right now. So this is actually, the list is kind of getting a little bit bigger, and the games are getting longer. We got more games to pick from, so it's going to be kind of a tight squeeze here. So we'll have to go scrolling back. So you guys can see here that Canatel is in first. We got Sequestral and Heel Boy, as well as Big Geo. Let's see if I can actually get over here. What's going on? There you go. So there's your guys' standings right now. So I'll let you guys soak that in, and then I'll go all the way back here. So quite a good performance this week. A lot of slam dunks with Big 12 picks. Had a couple people with USF, Southern Miss. We had 2 people with Southern Miss. San Diego State trying to think that Odessa wasn't going to get that upset. A lot of people with McAllen. A lot of people with McAllen. Who picked Gaming Go Hams picked NC State. So
good pick.
Yeah, I like it. So there's your guys' points there. If you guys remember your number on the side, that's where your guys are standing right now.
Right, and for people, some guys entered the contest week 2. Just know that conference games are going to be worth 2 points, so even if you're a little bit behind, maybe you can catch up we'll see how I go.
And you guys at the bottom that didn't make your picks this week, you're still in it. Like, you're not out of it. You're not ever out of it because some people just don't make their picks some weeks. So keep fighting, keep plugging away, and you guys will be fine.
Or just play for fun.
Yeah, keep doing that. All right, so now time for the real fun stuff. Continuing on with our picks here. So what do we got?
McAllen, this is a rivalry game. They are playing. They play each other every year. Big game for McAllen, a rebound game. I think this is a perfect spot for them to pick up that W and just right the ship.
I agree. I think that this is an offense that can definitely put up the numbers. They've been able to do that for 2 years running now, so they actually played fine against NC State. I think they can do it against Houston.
Agreed. We're going to have Louisiana Lafayette, or Louisiana as they like to call themselves now, versus Little Rock College. And I think Little Rock, they're going to start Gunnar Rivers. That's the news out of the Little Rock camp. They're going to give him a shot here. Should handle the Raging Cajuns.
A- on defense. It's obviously a very good defense. Pass defense number 12. Rush defense number 6. This is the defense that we thought that they could have been last year.
They throttled Eastern. They just need to get a few more points on the board. We're going to have UNLV at Midland. And oddly enough, I don't know if this will be a closer game than some people think, but I could see Midland just kind of sleepwalking here. I don't know. I get that vibe. But they played really good to date.
I think you're getting in your own way here.
Okay.
I think Midland is going to roll. A-plus type of team here against UNLV. Don't buy in so much with UNLV.
Oh, I call them Midland.
Yeah, I think Midland will take care of business.
We have Shreveport Tulane. We saw Shreveport that might be like, it can't be an NCAA record because I've seen teams like hit 500. But, 462 on the ground is insane. And I think against Tulane, I think they'll, I'll give them 280. What do you think? What's the over-under on rushing guards for the Skeeters?
280 is a pretty good number. But I'm going to take Shreveport. I think the two party schools, as somebody put it, I think that Shreveport wins out.
Okay. Now, how about here? It's total coin flip game. And you got a B-plus offense for this. Wranglers going against B+D for the Pitt Panthers.
Dude, I have no idea.
I think home field, it'll give the edge to Uba.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, I really don't.
I don't either. I'm going to have to flip a coin, and I don't have a coin here. But I think with the two quarterback system, they'll figure out who is going to be best to put in certain situations, like I said last time. And I think Broken Arrow will do it.
Yeah.
But let's go to the next matchup here. Ardmore, number 11, against Vanderbilt. We should take care of business, but look at that total offense for Vanderbilt. 415 total offense, number 48.
In one game, it was against Tulane. They outgained Tulane, but they could not score for some reason. We don't really know why. I see you have a negative turnover differential, so maybe your defense needs to kick it in gear and force some turnovers.
I'm going to take myself. I think we get it done yet again.
Okay. Odessa State at UTEP. Kirk likes Odessa, no surprise. I think UTEP, they have a B- on defense, so I guess you can't sleep on them. But they're 0-1 in Conference USA play in the early going.
Hey, I made the call last Saturday that this is Odessa that we've known before. This is not the team anymore. That's not the same team.
Yeah, hopefully they've gotten better. We'll see what happens. You're going to have Camu at Kansas. Kansas rated B-. I think you cannot sleep on the Jayhawks. They lost to Midland State last week. But Kansas A&M, pretty good team in their own right. Those injuries were huge, though, that we talked about.
Yeah, but it is still, it's Kansas. It's not the Trent Reesing Kansas that I used to love. It's not the same team. Akeed Talib, it's not the same team. I'm going with Camu.
Okay. Fair enough. We're going to have Northern Illinois at Nebraska State. Now, you said in the previous video, I took inspiration from Northern Illinois.
It looks exactly like it.
They're close. I actually took the most inspiration was from Northern Iowa. Kind of had that in mind when I made Nebraska State. Getting back on topic, we have a quarterback controversy in Grand Island, Nebraska. Nobody knows who's going to play. I think we're going to stick with Willis. I think we'll handle NIU. But
is Shinosky going to play?
I think Shinosky will get some snaps. We have a top 25 matchup here. We have ACU at Missouri. Big game. Drew Lock versus Amani Stoudemire. I don't know how this is going to turn out because ACU is playing a true road game here, tough environment in Columbia.
I think ACU is deserved of that number 4 rank. Yes, 2-0 right now. That game against Florida State was a real nail biter and really a true test, a litmus test on where they're at this season. I think that they take care of business.
Okay, now, is Boise State feeling an upset here? They're going against defending national champion Denver Tech. They're number 2 in the country. They got that running game in gear. You see 307 after 2 games. I mean, that's amazing.
They're the kind of team that does it, though. They've done it in the past. Why couldn't they do it today?
Yeah, I could see Boise hanging around a little bit closer than people think, but I think Denver will get that W. Here's a game. I'm putting Amarillo on upset alert. We have not seen Nevada play yet. This is their debut this year. 1 grade lower than U of A. I'm going to pick Nevada.
Man. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I mean, 1-1. Amarillo hasn't really shown anything on defense. They're supposed to be better on defense than
they
are on
lost so
offense.
many starters, though.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a problem. I think Nevada's going to slip by here. So that's it right now for the Week 3 preview. Let's just run down our picks. I'm going McAllen, Little Rock, Midland, Tulane. I'll go Pittsburgh. Ardmore, Odessa, Kansas.
What?
Kansas. Nebraska State, ACU. Give me Denver Tech and Nevada.
Denver Tech and Nevada. So Denver Tech and Nevada are at the bottom. You can't see them.
Right.
I'll go McAllen, Little Rock, Midland State, Shreveport, Broken Arrow, Ardmore, Odessa, Camu, Nebraska State, ACU, Denver Tech, and
give me a non-Big 12 team.
Amarillo.
Man, so
Why do you have to be the Amarillo? Why do you have to do this to me? I'll take Nevada too.
Okay, so no Big 12 sweep for you.
No Big 12 sweep, but it might well be 11-1.
This is a pretty soft week by our standards. Week 4 is the big one. After we got Week 1 and Week 4. Week 1 was pretty good. Week 4 is the
encapsulation.
The whole shebang.
Yep. So get your guys' picks in the comment section below. I will be tallying them on Saturday night after the games have gone final. So, guys, we will see you on Saturday. Leave a like if you like this thing. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that red button for a subscribe or my logo on the bottom right-hand corner. If you do not want to miss any NCAA 14 Team Builder uploads, that's what you got to do. So we will see you guys then. As always, peace.